Okay, so let's just get right to the point since I don't really have an intro to start with because I'm too lazy to make one. Hello, guys. This isn't going to be like most of my videos. Well, clearly, because most of the videos I post are like, interesting to say the least. But today we're going to be talking about one of the series I watch on YouTube. It's called, Opposites. If you haven't heard of it, Opposites is a slice of life gacha life series made by Silly Offer about the main character Opal and her friends. Mostly it focuses on Opal's and Rick's relationship, which kind of annoys me because there's other characters which have other potential, but they never use that, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, it's okay. Because this is what today's video is about. The plot! Who would have guessed? Well, let's get right into it. Yeah.
That's my opinion, not yours.
Shut up! Okay, so the first thing I'm actually going to talk about is how they don't really make a bunch of episodes for characters like Jason, Amanda, and maybe Monica, but Monica's a new character, so she might not count. Like, they usually just talk about either Opal or Rick, and when they do, it's mostly Opal. Opal just has all the spotlight. We can clearly see the favoritism, because literally we have Opal as the creator's profile picture. But most of the episodes revolve around Opal, and most of the videos of anything she posts would have Opal in the thumbnail. I find it funny, honestly, because it's just everywhere. All I see is Opal. But that's literally like the least of my issues with this series, because there's way more, and if I had to talk about all of them, this video would be like the longest thing ever. One of the examples of this particular issue happening in Opposites is basically where there's like an episode of Opal and Rick meeting each other's family, and it got split into 2 episodes, obviously. The first episode was of Opal's family and how Rick met Opal's family, and then the next one was about how Opal met Rick's family, and literally, the one with Opal's family was very long compared to the one with Rick, which kind of confuses me because there's a lot of potential we could have put into the one with Rick, because we could have had more bonding between Opal and the freaking mom, and we also could have had more bonding between the freaking sister and Opal. Maybe that could have happened. But no, we had to have it be, like, just short as hell, and it was just kind of annoying. But, yeah. Another issue I have is when, like, the offer, like I already said, most of the videos are just Opal angst. And most of the time, Opal's in the scene. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are, like, she is the main character, but we can still put focus onto the other characters, too. And there's, for, like, Jason, there's only 1 episode for Jason. Meanwhile, Opal gets all the spotlight. And even Opal outshines Rick in the episodes, too. Rick is, like, has a bunch of episodes, but not anything compared to what frickin' Opal has. So, I don't really understand. I mean, I guess I knew people have favorite characters, whatever. But come on, if you're making a show, don't favorite them so much that you, like, don't have any room for the other characters. That's just the thing that annoys me, and, don't get me wrong, I actually do like Opposites, I do watch it, but I have some issues with it that make the series kind of, like, annoying. But, other than that, there's also a few other cons for it, and these are the main issues I have. But this issue was kind of resolved. They don't really have these types of episodes anymore, but I would like to include it. Mostly in every single episode, there's like a lot of episodes where it's just Rick. It's just like Opal getting harassed by one of Rick's friends or an enemy of Rick's, and then Rick finds out what happened and basically beats them up at the end. Basically, that's how a lot of the episodes went in season 2. And it also went like that in season 3 too, which I don't know why. It could have you could have did like a freaking different plot or like a different thing. We could have. The thing I've been really wanting for like the past couple episodes was if one where Jason defended Opal because Rick got sick or something the whole day, or maybe Opal would actually defend herself for once. And believe it or not, there was an episode with both of those things in it, which is a good thing, I guess. But still, most of the episodes leading forward were just Opal getting scared of literally everything, and it kind of made her kind of an annoying character to me. But that's just my opinion, not others. So maybe some people might like shy characters like that, but I don't really like characters that are like dependent on like everything and then just can't like do anything for themselves. I don't really know though. But yeah, the main part of this con or problem is that it gets really repetitive. Like, the episodes in general, like, just has the same exact thing. Like I said, Opal gets harassed by some random one of Rick's friends or an enemy of Rick's, and then Rick finds out, and then Rick beats them up, and that's the end. Like I said, very repetitive. So, yeah. Now, it's time for the, pros! Yay! Logan, shut up.
What do you want me to do?
Okay, so one of the pros of opposites is, like, the creativity in the lore. Like, I really like how they added a lot of creativity for, like, the lore of the characters. For example, like, Opal, they did, like a backstory that would, like, be the reason why she acts the way she does. And, like, it's just, I think that the backstories are cool. And just like and Rick's backstory is pretty cool. Like Jason's backstory is cool. They have an episode for that, and like I don't think they got to Amanda yet, but it's still like really creative backstories that can impact the plot in great ways. Which like some of the episodes might be like really good because like they might have more in them and stuff. So we don't know. But they can also, like, the lore can also impact, like, future episodes and make them, like, interesting to watch. And there are many episodes, like, about the lore, such as the one with, Opal in it in season 3, the Jason episode, Rick's episode, and it's in season 2, I'm pretty sure. And there's a bunch of episodes of lore, or, like, some implied lore in it. Like, the 4th episode of season 1 called Memories, and they had, Opal see her bully back in, like, back in the restaurant that Rick and Jason were gonna go to with her. And we actually learned something about Opal other than that she's scared. So, yeah, the lore can definitely impact the characters really well, and that's a really good thing. Another good thing about the plot is the character development. They definitely have a lot of character development of characters like Rick. Like, in one of the episodes, Rick, like, is more, like, open to, like, talk and not always, like, hiding his emotions. And, Opal, on the other hand, Opal becomes more extroverted every episode because she's more, like, comfortable with, like, talking to people more, and she's less scared of everything. And, like, it's a good thing because we have, like, a bunch of, like, character development, which helps the plot, and then, like, the characters become more, like, likable sometimes. And same thing with Jason. Jason also has some character development as well. And a bunch of other characters did too. So yeah, the character doesn't have any character development in my opinion. It's like Pete, so that's the only bad thing. But anyway, now time for the frickin' conclusion, cause yeah. So this is the conclusion of this video. Basically, in my opinion, I think it's a good series. It just needs a little bit of work because of the episodes and stuff, and like some of them being a little bit repetitive. But that's okay because most of that and some of that might be resolved already, and the episodes are getting better and better as time goes on. And yeah, the only complaint that's not really relevant and to the plot at all is how cringy it can get sometimes. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm sorry. It gets really cringy, especially the jokes and the brain rot jokes too. It's something, but still, it's pretty good for the plot. Except the humor needs some work, and so does the music. Like the music playing, in my opinion, isn't the best, but some other people may disagree. But anyways, this is the end of this video for today. See you guys later.